A hymn which was written specially for singing of God's mercy in the morning is When Morning Gilds the Sky, which I just played a piano solo arrangement by Carol Turnquist. Good morning and welcome once again to our hymn meditation episode of the Pilgrim Hour. Morning is the best time to lift our voices to the Lord. The text of the hymn is from an anonymous German hymn, Bm Frühen Morgenlicht. It was translated to English by Edward Caswell, a son of an Anglican minister at Yateley in Hampshire, England, in 1838. The song is a piano praise to Jesus Christ in the morning. Stanza 1 praises Christ for the privilege of prayer. When morning gilds the skies, my heart awakens Christ. May Jesus Christ be praised. Stanza 2 praises Christ for his solace and comfort. The sadness fill my mind, a solace here I find. May Jesus Christ be praised. For fades my earthly bliss, my comfort still is this. May Jesus Christ be praised. The third stanza praises Christ for his protection. The fourth stanza praise Christ for all the earth. The fifth stanza praises Christ for the hope of heaven's eternal bliss, and the sixth for every blessing of life. Whoever penned this hymn must have been a lover of nature. In the spring of 1863, Folliot S. Pierpoint sat on the hilltop outside his native city at Bath, England, admiring the country view and the winding Avon River. As he looked on the peaceful beauty surrounding him, he was inspired to reflect on God's gift to his people in creation and in the church. Above all, Pierpoint thought of the sacrifice of Christ in the greatest of sacrifices, that of his life in return for ours. He originally wrote the text of For the Beauty of the Earth as a hymn for the Lord's Supper. The original chorus read, Christ our God, to thee we raise this, our sacrifice of praise. The hymn was meant not only as a song of thanksgiving, but as the only thing we could give Christ in return for his mercy and love. A hymn of praise laid upon the altar as a sacrifice. Editors altered the refrain so it has become a more generic hymn of thanksgiving. Konrad Kutscher, an organist and choir director who moved from Germany to Russia, composed the choral in 1838, in which the tune of the hymn was set. I just played a piano solo arrangement of the hymn For the Beauty of the Earth by Carol Turnquist. Softly and Tenderly, Jesus is Calling is a classic invitation hymn from the 19th century revival tradition. It was written by Will L. Thompson, editor of the United Methodist Hymnal, or Hymnal. Reverend Carlton Young notes, "This is a typical lullaby in the gospel hymn tradition that characterizes Jesus as a mother, gently rocking and comforting a child. Though Softly and Tenderly is the quintessential invitation hymn in the revival tradition, the invitation to come home may also be seen as the invitation to join Jesus in heaven. Example, the hymn was used during the memorial service for assassinated civil rights leader Martin Luther King Jr. at the Ebenezer Baptist Church in Atlanta on April 8, 1968. It was also a recurring song in The Trip to Bountiful, a 1985 Oscar-winning movie about an older woman in the 1940s who wants to return one last time to her girlhood hometown of Bountiful. Here's a piano solo arrangement by Carol Turnquist. I hope I can bring out clearly the beautiful melody of the hymn. I Love to Tell the Story is a well-known hymn which was written as a poem by an English evangelist, Catherine Hankey, who at the age of 36 became very ill that left her bedridden. While homebound, she wrote a lengthy poem about the life of Christ. The poem was divided into two sections: the story wanted and the story told. William G. Fisher, put the second part to music. This is the hymn we now know as I Love to Tell the Story. Let me play a few lines of the hymn. And the chorus is, now, let me play a pop arrangement of the hymn by James Courts. I hope you're gonna like this arrangement.